Who are Snowflake? Should you buy Snowflake stock? Am I buying Snowflake stock? What's up with the evaluation? Stick around and I'll tell you all about them. Before we dive right in, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of my viewers for the feedback and emails. You guys are amazing and your positive messages are what keeps me motivated to create content for you day after day. Creating these videos takes more time and effort than you would believe. So please give me a thumbs up and share the video with your friends and family. It really helps a ton. And of course, if you are new to my channel, then go ahead and subscribe for more investing, motivational and business content. Snowflake is a cloud technology business that I bought a few weeks ago. Their reports are looking really promising and they've caused quite the commotion in the investing community. As a matter of fact, Warren Buffett's company is backing them up. Here's some reason to consider Snowflake. They are new, they are demonstrating great growth, they are backed up by big names, they are looking very promising right now, they are in a very good field. All of these factors make them seem like a great and relatively safe long-term investment choice, right? And if we think short-term, all of these things sound great. Since there is a lot of interest and people are talking about them so much, there is a good chance that their stock prices will keep going up. But I'm not a short-term investor, am I? What about you? You are here because you are interested in long-term investment strategies, and that is exactly what I'm going to give you today. I'll look at Snow from a long-term investor's perspective and give you completely my honest opinion. We are going to apply the long-term investing mindset to Snowflake, their prices, their evaluation, and see if they make a good investment target. We'll look at their business model, financial situation, future potential. Of course, at the end of this video, I'll also tell you if I'm going to be buying Snowflake shares myself. Snow IPO. Currently, Snowflake is ranked as the largest software IPO of all time. And while that is largely thanks to Mr. Buffett's investment, it's still a major factor to consider moving forward. They managed to surpass the previous leader in the category by more than 3 times, over 3 billion. Originally, the estimate for Snow price per share was sitting at $75.85, but given all the hype that the initial price offering was placed at $120, surprising even the expected range of $100 and $110. Early Wednesday last week afternoon, the demand was so high that the shares went up to $245 and climbed to over $300 for a whopping 150% increase. And I don't know about you guys, but that it isn't something that I expect to see from a brand new company hasn't even started to turn a profit yet. Of course, by the end of the day, the market calmed down a bit and Snow was sitting at 112% of where they started. At the time of this recording, Snowflake is trading at $229 per share, which is still well above the initial estimates. The stock is expected to remain highly volatile and naturally this draws in a lot of short-term investors. But remember, we are here for the long term. Why is the stock so attractive? Snowflake is a fast-growing cloud company. They are software as service company and we all know how amazing the emerging possibilities in this field are. So what do? They manage and analyze data, a service that is in huge demand in today's highly digitalized world. They build cloud-based applications and offer data science related services B2B. And to top it all off, their apps are compatible with the big-time cloud service providers like Google Cloud, Amazon, and Azure. The more customers adopt our platform, the more data can be exchanged with other Snowflake customers, partners and data providers, enhancing the value of the platform for all users. This is what they are saying. Snowflake managed to attract not just Mr. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, but also Salesforce, the biggest players in the cloud software field, specializing in customer service relationship providers, currently holding over 18% of the CRM market share. And if the cloud market remains healthy and Snowflake is likely in for a bright future, the market seems healthy, and analysis point that is likely to not just remain healthy, but also continue to grow and expand. The SaaS market is expected to surpass over $150 billion by the end of 2020. According to BMC, the SaaS market is expected to be in a double-digit territory as far 5-year annual growth rates are concerned. Okay, now let's talk about this. Again, please keep in mind that the data shown on screen is going to match the market at the time of this recording. For more up-to-date information, please head on over to Yahoo Finance and follow along with me. Also, please remember that Snowflake are not profitable yet, so we can't really look at profits. Instead, we are going to use sales. Yahoo Finance currently lists the following statistics. Market cap $62.9 billion. Total revenue $402.6 million. So considering their current share price, they are sitting around 150 PA's price to sales ratio. For comparison, the prominent tech giants Microsoft, Google and Amazon trade for many times less. Microsoft 11 PS ratio, Google 6 PS ratio, Amazon 5 PS ratio, and of course, there is a good reason for this difference. Because Snowflake has immense growth potential, even if it's still yet to prove it in practice. Speaking of proving it in practice, during the last fiscal year, Snowflake enjoyed a revenue growth of over 170%, 174 to be exact. In comparison, the tech giants were all in the low double digits. Microsoft saw a revenue growth of 14%, Google saw a revenue growth of 18%, Amazon saw a revenue growth of 20%. Then again, these companies are already so huge that even a mere 10% growth is something amazing. And investors feel that the valuation of Snowflake can drop really quickly if they stop growing so rapidly. Okay, but what if they don't stop growing? What if they retain this incredible growth rate of 175%? What happens to their PS ratio? Well, I did some math and it turns out that it will take until 2025 for their PS to go down into the single digits, assuming their share price remain the same, which is highly doubtful. Because if they continue growing at this rate, the share price is likely to go up. Then there is also the actual profitability. As it stands right now, Snowflake is not turning any profit whatsoever. As a matter of fact, they are losing hundreds of millions of dollars every year. For 2018, they had registered a loss of $178 million, followed by $348 million for 2019, a 96% increase. So, despite the incredible growth, they are doing rather poorly in the profit department. Yes, they trade at a price similar to that of the giants in the field. I don't doubt that the cloud computing field will continue growing in importance as time goes on. It is unavoidable, the future is data. More and more companies are going into the cloud and they will need the help of SaaS providers to manage and analyze their data. We already know that the Snowflake are doing extremely well in the terms of growth and everyone expects them to continue doing so. Naturally, this should lead to profits in the future. They've also got great backing, Salesforce and Buffett. Funding is not going to be a problem. Everything is lined up great. They've got all the ingredients for success in the future. But this has a big impact on the stock itself. Because all of these factors, Snow is valued really highly. Personally, I like to keep things simple. And here there is no simplicity. Instead, there is a lot of volatility and very little certainty. I'm almost certain that if I invest in this stock, I will have to deal with doubts and worries in the future. Besides, I would be betraying one of the most important rules of investing. Don't get into uncertain positions in the markets that you don't understand. And while I do understand investing really well, I'm not a cloud expert. You can pay a lot less money for much more stable and well-diversified and well-established companies than Snow. Companies that don't come with all the negative and worrisome factors. If you are a beginner looking to buy into the cloud market, I would suggest something like Google, Amazon or Microsoft. They've been around for ages and they actually turn a profit already. They also grow pretty well, especially considering their current size and profit. They are the leaders for a reason. And so, this is my conclusion. Snow is not a stock for me yet. Maybe if it dropped by 40-50%, maybe then I would consider buying. But as it stands right now, I'm going to stay away from it. That is about it for this post. I know this went on for a bit longer than my usual videos, but I believe that it's well worth watching it. In closing, I will ask you once again to give this post a thumbs up if you enjoyed and shared it with your friends. Don't forget to check my other videos. There's quite few interesting videos about investment. You can find a lot about how to save money, how to start investing, how to keep motivating yourself. So I'd like to say a big thank you for staying with me till the end, and until next time, stay green and motivated.